The invisible architect of ruin. Why staying is a deceptive death sentence. The decision to remain in a marriage after a betrayal is often framed as an act of noble sacrifice. We tell ourselves we are the bigger person, the glue holding the family together, or the protector of the children's stability. But let's strip away the social conditioning. Staying with an unfaithful partner is not an act of preservation. It is often a slow-motion surrender of your soul. While the world preaches working through it, they rarely mention the cost of the debris. When you choose to stay in a poisoned environment, you aren't just staying in a house. You are staying in a psychological cage. You effectively hand over the keys to your mental health, your self-worth, and your future to someone who has already proven they do not value your heart. The myth of saving the family. Many men believe that by staying, they are protecting their children from the trauma of a broken home. Here is the shocking truth your therapist might not tell you. A child would rather come from a broken home than live in one. When you stay in a marriage defined by betrayal, your children are not witnessing a strong family. They are witnessing a masterclass in resentment. They see the hollowed-out version of their father, a man who was once vibrant and firm, now replaced by a ghost who flinches at the sound of a text notification. You might be physically present at the dinner table, but if your spirit is broken, your children have already lost you. You are teaching them that love is synonymous with suffering and that dignity is negotiable. By saving the family, you are actually colonizing your children's future relationships with the same toxicity you are currently inhaling. The Sinister Blueprint. Why she stays while she strays. We need to address a gender-specific reality that is often buried under layers of political correctness. In common narratives, male infidelity is often simplified as a pursuit of sexual variety, a primitive, albeit destructive, biological impulse. However, when a wife is unfaithful, the motivations can often be far more intricate and, in some cases, truly sinister. It is a chilling reality that while some women seek emotional connection elsewhere, others utilize infidelity as a weapon of systemic destruction. For some, the affair isn't just about another man. It is about the literal or figurative erasure of the husband. They aren't just looking for a new bed. They are looking for a new life built on the ruins of yours. Shocking reality. In many cases of prolonged female infidelity, the wife is not lost or confused. She is an active participant in a psychological war where the goal is to see how much of your dignity she can strip away before you finally break. The influence of the lover, the scripted household. One of the most terrifying aspects of an affair is the third person, who is now effectively living in your house, invisible but omnipotent. Most unfaithful wives do not act alone. They begin to follow a script provided by the lover. To the lover, you are not a human being with feelings. You are a rival, an obstacle, and a target for humiliation. The lover often provides instructions on how to destabilize the home, turning your sanctuary into a battlefield. 1. The weaponization of intimacy. The lover may explicitly instruct her to deny you physical closeness. This isn't just about a lack of desire. It is a tactical move. By withholding intimacy, she maintains loyalty to the lover while simultaneously starving you of the basic human connection required to feel secure. 2. The architecture of conflict. Have you noticed her doing things she knows you hate? This isn't accidental. She is often encouraged by the lover to provoke arguments. Every time you lose your temper or react in frustration, she reports back to the lover, validating their narrative that you are the crazy or abusive one. 3. The neglect of the realm. The influence extends to the very fabric of the home. She may begin to neglect household responsibilities, refusing to clean your clothes, refusing to share a bed, or even yelling at the children without cause. The home becomes a place of chaos because her heart and her loyalty have been moved to a different zip code. The transference of hatred. Why you suffer for her lover's sins. Here is a psychological phenomenon that feels like a glitch in human nature. When an unfaithful wife is mistreated or humiliated by her lover, she does not take it out on him. She takes it out on you. Because she is desperate for the lover's validation, she cannot risk offending him. Instead, she redirects that pent-up rage and frustration toward her husband. You become the punching bag for a man you've never even met. You are paying the price for his insults and his neglect. Perhaps most tragically, this betrayal can seep into the mother-child bond. Many unfaithful wives begin to lose affection for their own children. Why? Because the children are a constant, living reminder of the life she has with you. In her escapist fantasies, she begins to wish she had children with the lover instead. The innocent children become baggage from a past life she is trying to burn down. From betrayal to criminality, the survival risk. If you think this is just about feelings, you are dangerously mistaken. Staying in this environment can escalate into actual criminality. This is the point where the risk moves from emotional to existential. The dangerous alliance. An unfaithful wife and her lover can form a folie à deux, a shared delusion where you are the villain who must be eliminated. History and courtrooms are filled with stories of wives who collaborated with lovers to have their husbands removed, whether through physical harm or, more commonly, through the legal system. The legal strike. In the modern era, the weapon of choice is often a false accusation. A wife may intentionally provoke her husband, pushing him to the brink of a physical reaction. She wants you to grab her arm or raise your voice just enough so she can call the police. The goal is to have you removed from your own home, separated from your children, and branded a criminal. Shocking truth. To some unfaithful partners, your death or imprisonment is not a tragedy. It is an exit strategy. Reclaiming the throne. The power of walking away. Walking away is not an admission of defeat. It is an act of self-rescue. When you leave, you stop the bleeding. You stop being the subject of a lover's jokes and the target of a spouse's redirected rage. You reclaim your identity from the shell you've become. Reclaiming your peace is the only way to truly be there for your children. They need to see a father who respects himself. They need to see what it looks like when a man refuses to be a footstool for someone else's infidelity. Why you must act now. Every day you stay in a home where you are being scripted out of your own life is a day you lose a piece of your sanity that you might never get back. The person they loved is dying inside you. To save him, you must leave the burning building. Your life is not a forfeit. Your peace is not a luxury. It is time to stop surviving a war you didn't start and start living a life you deserve.